back on The Spiritual Tea.
Yes, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Nyjan.
Hi, so today we're going to be talking about religion and how to figure out what your religion is, or if that's a box and you really just need to walk in your own divine right and your own divine faith and just taking that power back.
Right. So I guess this topic was really important to us because we did come from a Christian belief system, and then with maturing and with aging we realized that, you know, there are just some things that didn't really make sense, that didn't really resonate with us, and there are a lot of you guys who are awakening and on your own spiritual journeys too, so we just wanted to give you guys our 2 cents on it.
And I know that when I was in Christianity, I really felt like it was limited, and I felt like the Bible was an awesome book, you know, but I also feel like someone created it, you know, and they could have put whatever they wanted to put in this book, and we're following it like it's law, you know, and not following our heart or intuition, you know, that God gave us.
Right. And I think what really turned me off about it, and you guys, everyone is free to believe in what you want. If you haven't ascended or transcended into you know, your own way of thinking, that's totally fine. We're just giving you our input. But what really did it for me is I just felt like my relationship with God or with Jesus was very fear-based. Like, you need to worship him, you need to go to church, or you're damned, you're gonna go to hell, or Satan's gonna get you, or the demons are gonna get you. And that's not really, you know, like living. It's not living, it's very limited. And at the same time, like, I feel like so many people don't know their power because of these indoctrinating systems.
Absolutely. And I also feel like God wants you to explore. He wants you to try new things, even if it's like whatever it may be. He wants you to try and fail. Like, he doesn't want you to be in a fear bubble, you know. And with Christianity, it's very limited. Some people say you can't wear pants, some people say you can't if you're a woman. There's so many limited things, and it's like, why wouldn't God want me to wear pants, you know? Like, why wouldn't God want me to meet new people and expand myself even if they don't match my beliefs?
And I remember when I was growing up, like, my mom, she even wouldn't let me paint my nails black because she thought it was satanic. We couldn't participate in things like Halloween. You know, it's just because of fear, because people are not educating themselves, they block them off to so many things. And I think that's what was my biggest problem with it. Like, I felt like I wanted to have a spiritual belief. I wanted to be connected with more than, you know, more than I see, more than just the physical. But I thought that the only way to have a spiritual journey was through religion, and that's not the truth.
It really isn't. I believe that we are all created off of one source. We have no clue what that source looks like. I mean, I've never seen a soul, you know what I mean? So just to know that it has to be something bigger. It cannot be limited. And everyone has this. We have light in all of us, regardless if you think that person is bad or not. That's judging, you know what I mean? So it's really, really good to just walk in your light and do what makes your body feel good. Do what resonates with you. It's not always about, these are the 10 commandments, stay true to them. It's about making your own commandments and making sure you live in a positive way.
And then, so I want to ask you, because I know what it was for me, but what was it for you, that turning point when you were like started to expand your mind? For me, it was when I watched the movie The Secret on Netflix. I learned about the law of attraction, and that's literally what opened me up. So the law of attraction is just one of a few different universal laws. So what was it for you?
It's so funny that you say that. I actually saw The Secret, and it was a turning point, and I thought it was very, very ironic in The Secret that they only mentioned God only twice, and it was at the very end of the video. I don't know why they did that in that particular way, but I do know that our minds are a magnet, and I know that I started to manifest things. Like, when I was younger, I had wanted a really, one particular car in a sense, and I never thought about if I had credit for it or if there would be limitations. All I could see in my mind's eye was just me in that car and riding up to the club and me having my girlfriends in there. And that's when I realized I was really powerful, because I manifested that car into my reality and it came to me. I didn't worry about how it was gonna come. So I started to realize, like, I wasn't praying to anyone, I just wanted something, and I made a strong decision to do it. When I saw The Secret, I knew that it was talking about something that was very powerful, like a God force, you know? So I'm not saying that there's like no God, I'm just saying that I don't think it's in a particular thing. So it's like, if you are a Jehovah's Witness, does that mean you're not going to make it to heaven? Right. If you're a Christian this whole time, does that mean you're not going to make it? And I don't think so. I think we're all going to make it, you know what I mean? I just don't think we need to be in a box that divides us.
Right. And another point that I want to make, another thing that really just didn't make sense to me is, so we are of African descent. You're Jamaican, I'm African American, roots in Nigeria, but I am Americanized. But my thing is, our people were not from Europe, but Christianity is a European religion. So my question is, what did your ancestors believe in before, you know, before they were told that this is who God is? You know, we had our own spiritual practices, we had our own spiritual beliefs, and I just feel like it's just been taken and it's been distorted and it's been demonized, and we now think that our African spirituality, our African culture is evil, it's skulls, it's blood, it's all this other craziness. And the reason why we feel that way is because we haven't taken the time to research anything. Like, we are ignorant. The only thing that we know was, the only thing that we knew was the Bible. And I'm challenging you guys to step outside of your comfort zone. And I'm not saying you have to believe in other things, but read other doctrines and see how they line up, because I promise you they line up. It's literally the same story again and again and again and again. And that's not a bad thing, but we shouldn't take these books literal. We should try and find the meaning and message behind each text.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And I really just feel like there's so many things that line up in every single religion, whether it be Jewish or Christianity. All the dates line up on the 25th of December. It's cuckoo crazy. And I'm not saying that it's far-fetched. I'm just saying knowledge is power. Go find out. Like, don't just take our word for it. Look into everything that we talk about on this page, and look into everything. Just question all things. And knowledge is freedom, okay? Once you understand that, you'll realize there's no reason for you to be scared of anything.
No, and if anything, if there is a particular topic that you're ever afraid of, that just means that you're unknowledgeable about it.
Absolutely.
So like for me, like how the Bible said that you have to meditate on the word, but other types of meditation is wrong. How is digging within yourself wrong? How is knowing your higher self and your higher voice wrong, you know? Like, do you have good intentions for yourself? Because I know I want what's best for me.
You know, the Bible talks about money is the root to all evil. And ironically, if you don't have a lot right now and you're really nice, don't you think if you were abundant, you'll be super more nice? I mean, I think about it all the time, about how, like, if I'm rich, I would just go through the park and just give money to homeless people and just buy random people cars. Money is not evil, it's an energy, okay?
And it's really crazy, because if you look in the church systems, a lot of people who are Christians or who are religious are living in poverty, hoping and waiting and believing for someone to fulfill their needs when they need to fulfill their own needs. You know, you need to, you know, ask yourself, what can I do to get out of this situation?
What's my purpose?
What's my purpose? Like, you know, you have to figure it out for yourself. Don't let somebody tell you what you should believe in, tell you that money is bad and you're sitting here poor, but you know, going to a job that you hate because you think you have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Those are old programs and old beliefs. At the end of the day, when they say pay your tithe, pay you 10%, and only pay 10% to something, okay, or some person who is feeding you spiritually. Don't just blindly just give, you know, anyone this money because you worked for it. Because when you give your 10% away and
it's energy circulating.
It is, and you deplete yourself. You have to pay yourself. It's very, very important that you start doing this. 10% away to somebody else, then 10% for you, and then pay your bills. I promise you, Source will give you what you need. Just have faith. And it's very scary to have faith because you're worrying about if it's going to be too much or you're going to have lack. But change your programming. Okay?
You have to uninstall those old beliefs, those old programs, and use your affirmations to install new programs.
Absolutely.
And not even program, because we're not programming ourselves. We're just dialing to the frequency of abundance, dialing to the frequency of our higher selves, you know, just unlocking and unleashing that inner God within us all.
And I mean, generationally, our generation is the spark of light. We know that things are different. If you look at so many entrepreneurs, they're not doing the same things. Yeah, we all did go to school. Yes, we all do have debt. But most of us are really successful off apps and just being creative and walking in our divine path. Most of the people that we look like that have Fortune 500 companies off of Facebook, he went to Harvard, he dropped out his second semester. That's what I'm saying. Don't always think of the traditional way. Think of a new way. Think of your way. Your way is what matters.
And the way to get to that point, and the way to get to, you know, if you're asking yourself, well, what do I do, what do I believe in, what am I supposed to do, sit down in meditation with yourself and ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? Like, what do I believe in? What makes sense to me? And once you install those programs, you won't be afraid to answer freely. Like for me, I was like, I can't see that because God's gonna hate me and I'm gonna go to hell. No, just, you know, what's right to you?
Be free. And at the end of the day, meditation, a lot of people, okay, let's talk about meditation, okay? Meditation in the beginning will be difficult because your mind has endless chatter. So when I started meditating, and you definitely should talk about when you started meditating. When I started meditating, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna meditate. And I would be like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. And yes, it's gonna be like that, but don't beat yourself up. This is not something that's hard to do. This is not something that you need to like push yourself or beat up on. This is something that's common.
It comes with ease, you know? It's literally just getting in touch with your higher self with ease. Like, it's supposed to feel good,
it's
you know?
supposed to be a relief.
It's a recharge.
And don't get too deep in if you can't do it for 30 minutes. Start at 5 minutes. Start at 3 minutes. Start at 1 minute.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter. Right. Just gradually get yourself into the mode of doing it. And the reason why I say that is you didn't wake up and knew how to walk. You know, you saw people, you mimicked, you fall, you stumble, and that is the same process in this. Take your time. When you exit out the matrix, it is like fear. You're like, oh my God, food is bad. I can't eat that. I can't. You go into this huge shock because you're like, everything is a lie. And I mean, I did this too. I mean, I still do this now with water. Okay? So just understand that it takes one day at a time. And just ease it, you know? And a lot of people will fall away from you, but also take a deep breath. Know that God is changing your universe so that you can be in alignment and you can be in peace.